Greetings and welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. Well, I hope everybody's weekend has been, well, I guess everybody's week has been fine. Weekend is getting better there, right? Let me double check my camera placement just a touch here. Whoa. Need to fix something there. All right, I think I'm pretty good there. I think we're good enough right there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Let's go and check in on comments. See who is around. All right. Sablio, you are new to Linux. I'm an independent developer. Want to ask, can I sell my software on Linux? Yes, you can sell software on Linux. You need to make sure you have a compelling reason to sell it, like a compelling product to sell. But yes, you can. Let's see. But it depends on what you're doing, too. Hope he covers how to set up an Android phone so that it eliminates tracking or keeping it minimal. I've done one of those on my channel. We're probably ready for, probably about ready for a refresher on that, but I have actually done one in the past. Rob Braxman, though. Rob Braxman does a lot of neat stuff with a lot of different phone builds, so definitely check out his channel for phone and privacy type stuff. He actually streams shortly after I finish my stream. He will stream as well, and so you can probably catch him tonight after I'm done. I don't know, 10:30, 11 Eastern. I guess maybe it's 11 Eastern. I don't usually catch his because right when I'm done with a stream, I'll work on all the videos, get everything up for the weekend, and just be like, get away from the computer for a little bit. So I don't usually catch his streams anymore, but they are really good. They're worth watching if you're up for another show after mine. Void Vector, greetings. Douglas Ward, hello there. Greetings. Cairo Cracker earlier was awesome. To stay in this chair all night, maybe all week. There we go. Get some kitty treats and later. I did not bring up the other bag of kitty treats. We about ran out. I'll just dump out the rest of the bag on the chair for him today and have him just kind of do that. Let's see. By the way, you have reverse arch. You're supposed to say, by the way, I use reverse arch. Come on. All right, let's see here. Let's see, waiting clearance from hospital to rehab center. Well, I hope that you are still doing better and better each day. Good evening, Boonbase Alpha Grays. Oh man, I forgot to bring my Alexa over. Paying for use of ad blocker for December. Well, thank you. I always appreciate super chats. Thank you there, Mirora. And yes, turning off the ad blocker, for YouTube channels is good, but hey, super chats are cool as well. Always appreciate that. Of course, I don't know, ads are just getting so crazy. Now, if you guys didn't catch this, it's not in my news today, but YouTube now released another update saying, hey, we now have the right to monetize any channel. So all those people who got kicked off of the partner program, about 2 years ago, because their channels weren't large enough to monetize, we couldn't possibly see if your content's safe to monetize. Yeah, YouTube is now going to be throwing ads on their videos and just not sharing it with the content creators. Kind of annoying, actually. Wondering if what other weird side effects we're going to start to see from that, but definitely interesting. Delayed 2 months. I'm going to see the beta releases. Let's see. Ashton Snap. Greetings to you. How's it going there? Vacuum cleaner reviews. Can I get anyone's thoughts on YouTube? YouTube Vanced? Yeah, what's YouTube Vanced? I have no idea. Yates Networks. Greetings. Ad-free YouTube. Like YouTube Red, I think. I don't know. Thank you again for the super chat, Miura. KO2610. Greetings to you, YouTube. Equals ad-free. There you go. Okay, you guys ever notice weird things can happen and it causes you to shift? Well, my camera is at a slight angle. You guys with OCD would be driven crazy by it, and it's causing me to lean to a slight angle. It's a little annoying. Let me see if I can straighten that camera out because it's actually annoying. There it is. Of course, that puts the monitor in the way, but I can slide the monitor out of our way. Oh, wow. Okay, the camera's much better now. Let me see if we can do just another touch of adjustment. There we are. Of course, now that's in the way. Let's go ahead and do another couple little adjustments there. Woohoo! All right, I think that's better. Hi there. I don't feel like leaning as much anymore. Anyway, I'm not Gary over there on Discord. So greetings to you. Ash and Snap, the Banana Man's here. C19. Let's see. Level 4 total lockdown in Columbus. Mayor has dictated that they don't want anyone having Thanksgiving. Well, you know, I mean, the thing is that they've wanted to ban Thanksgiving for a long time. It is a racist holiday after all, so you just got to kind of get rid of it. So we lose Thanksgiving, no big deal. So we lose Thanksgiving. That's all right. I mean, it's useless anyway. It's just a day for bad gluttony anyway. Yeah, I got news for you guys. No, I would, it's about time. It's been a long year. It's been a long year. We have many things to give thanks for. If you can still gather around your Thanksgiving table, we have many things to give thanks for. But you know, the fact of the matter is, if you just turn off the news media and look around, you'll be like, what? Cognitive dissonance? My mother called me today. I couldn't talk for more than like 5 minutes. She was wishing death on people. I'm just like, I can't talk to you right now. Can't do it. Just can't do it. It's just like, just turn off the news. Just turn off the news. Turn off the news. Anyway, Joseph Gamaro, greetings. Strike Prime OS and a VM app interaction is trash. I need to figure out how to install Anbox. Who's that? Who's what? Let's see. Chair's been just through a lot. Just finished some late night system maintenance work. Now taking your content to advertise unless we specify otherwise. All right. Heard some company mad vaccine for COVID. So there's two companies that are saying they have a 94 to 95% rate. However, the scientific literature is not out yet. I went digging for the scientific literature. The only thing I was able to find is the articles indicating that there's about a 30 to 35% negative side effect ratio. It's one of these ones, you know, take this pill. It might cure your headache, but it has a very high chance of causing death as a side effect. Yeah. Now, the side effects weren't death, but they were, you know, there were some side effects you wouldn't necessarily want. Even Chrome is pushing DTube. It's like library, but new prove its purpose. Yeah, I might have a DTube account. I can't remember. I think I might. I think so. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't have OCD. I have OCD. The alphabetical order is supposed to dispel that. Aaron, no Thanksgiving is advised, but not following that. Carbon Programmer, greetings. Razzle Review, greetings. How's it going there? Love Thanksgiving. Great day to be grateful and thankful. Thankful to be alive. All ads are commercials. That's right. People lost their minds. Yes, they have. Just ordered 16 gigs of RAM for my laptop and camera power adapter. Ooh, from evil Amazon. Well, you know. At least I can order from evil Amazon without throwing a mask on, but I don't know. That might change sometime soon, too. I'm still getting weird camera effects. Hold on. Is that what I needed? Yeah, there you go. That's what I needed. Still getting things adjusted over here. Still adjusting to the new capture card, but I think the video quality is way improved, so that's all right. We'll deal with it. Let's see. Cooking on Thanksgiving meal this year. Having rainbow trout. Very good. Take this vaccine. It sterilizes you and add nano trackers so the cattle can be monitored. That's right. Juzu? Are you Bill Gates? No, never. Suggest eBay's alternative. Cheaper. Search usually cheaper. I am well, Carbon Programmer. How are you doing? Thank God that vaccine won't work. Well, it has like a 94% effective rate of a virus that has a 99.99% survival rate. Figure that one out. Just turn out numbers. I mean, that's the CDC's website. Don't get mad at me. I mean, that's the government's actual propaganda. Come on. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. What is YouTube doing? It says there's 53 on, but on my current viewer it says 33. They got this thing where it's like, I don't know, their numbers just are not working well these days. All right. So we are doing in order privacy. Then I have 3 security news items. We're doing business, and then I have 4 smart gig and 4 SillyVille articles. So we are on for a fun little show tonight. We're going to have 2 final videos published this weekend about it. One of them tonight, one of them on Sunday. Tomorrow, we have a video on setting up Steam Link so you can share your Linux desktop to your television with a Raspberry Pi. That video is going to be premiering tomorrow, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead and get started with our privacy news. And then we are, what do I need? What's my promo in the middle? There's my promo in the middle. All right, I got the right promo in the middle this week, too. I screwed up last week, if you guys remember. All right. One sip of tea. We are serving Constant Comment today from Bigelow. All right, now let's get going. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the privacy edition, and we will also have a little bit of security at the end. So, let's dive on into the news articles. Let's not delay quite yet. Plenty of time for ads in the middle, right? So, first, we want to do a brief update to the Mac snafu. We reported on it briefly, and this caused a little bit of a big privacy thing, and then some people are coming out and saying, this really isn't that bad. It's just issuing, it's basically sending the cert key just to double check a cert key before the thing opens up. Some people were saying it was sending stuff to third parties. That ended up not being true. It is being sent to the Apple Store, but it is being sent unencrypted. And it turns out, and we'll talk about, I think, on the business or security section, I forget. I think it's in the security section, so it might be the end of this video. We'll talk about how some apps are just bypassing the firewall in your computer altogether. Isn't that exciting? Because we need everything to bypass firewalls on your computer. I mean, that's just the way to do it. But what they did is another researcher came out, did a lot more work than the first guy did. He just noticed some funky things. Another guy, a security researcher, looked into it in very fine detail. And he says this really isn't a big deal. Basically, all they're doing is they are sending the developer key up, and they are double checking to make sure the developer key is still valid, to make sure that nobody has spoofed software or that you're not using fake software. He downplayed it, in my opinion. I think it is still something to be a little bit concerned about with the privacy, but it's not as bad as some people were portraying it as, because it doesn't ping every single time you open the app, but it does ping every time you open the app. I think for the first time when you boot the computer, or, first time you haven't booted it for a while, it's going to ping the app. It did ping the IP address, although Apple said it has scrubbed all the IP addresses and will not be storing any IP addresses anymore. So that's better, I guess. And it is still unencrypted, so that should be fixed. So it should be going out encrypted. But still, it does ping to Apple servers that an application is being opened. As long as it's not bringing the device ID and the IP address, that's okay. Originally, it was bringing the IP address, but Apple has said it scrubbed the IP addresses, and it's not going to be keeping any of those. So if we can trust Apple, good luck with that, then it should be okay, but to be seen. It's not as big of a deal as many people were saying it was, and thanks to some security researchers that looked at it into fine details. So, other good news in the privacy realm, many of the people on the Essential phone, which was, by all standards, a good phone, many people on the Essential phone team teamed up to build a new phone, which is a privacy-focused Android hardware for 2021. So we're thinking on the terms of like the Librem 5 with actual toggle switches to turn on and off different functions on the phone, if that's what they're going to be targeting. But it's going to be basically the Essential phone team building a privacy-focused set of hardware. That is an amazingly good news, so that we'll keep an eye out for that in the future. And now we just kind of start tumbling on down the courtyard of So Google will soon let you opt out of Gmail's data-hungry smart features entirely. Well, maybe that's good news. It'd be better if it were opt-in, but that's what you get for using Gmail and a lot of other services for your personal life anyway. I know, you're recording this on YouTube, you hypocrite. Well, I don't actually use Google services for anything personal at all. I have the business account, sure, but I don't use Google for anything else. And this has actually dedicated computers for that. So, Google is adding new option to let users opt out of having their Gmail, chat, and Meet data used to offer smart features like Smart Compose and Smart Reply. Man, if I can get rid of these Smart Reply comments on YouTube, I'd be happy. It's so annoying. Someone leaves a comment, the least I could do is actually type a quick response rather than hitting a pre-canned button that YouTube gives me. But, oh well, whatever life happens to be about. But they are working on removing that out, so you will have the ability to opt out of all those things if you do need to use such services. So, hey, that's good. European privacy advocates file a complaint against Apple's ad tracking system. This is one of the things we talked about this in the, I think we talked about this one the other day on the Thursday show, or was it yesterday? Or was it last week? I forget. I think it was last week. We looked at the Apple, and the new privacy and the ad tracking type system. So this was actually, what's totally surprising is it wasn't the EU government seeking more money from Apple. They're like, we'll take a week off so the advocacy group can do our job this week instead. So the advocacy group, NOYB, says the company's IDFA used on iPhone is unlawful. So they're accusing Apple of violating European privacy laws through the implicit use of tracking code on users' iPhones without their consent. Now, you can turn that off, and you can always turn that off, but it is always been on to start with. So, yeah, more people. I guess maybe you get the company big enough, and it's just everyone just starts to sue you left, right, and center. I mean, you got to keep the lawyers busy with their jobs, right? Lord forbid we have our own lawyers and not actually put them to good use. So, There is a messaging app, Go SMS Pro. If any of you are using Go SMS Pro, I'm sorry for you, because it is an app you could install from the Google Play Store with 100 million downloads. Don't forget to grab your apps from the Google Play Store because it is the safest place on the internet. Well, anytime you'd send an attachment with this message, rather than figuring out how to send the attachment in a safe format, it would simply take your attachment and just upload it to a web server. And it wasn't encrypted or locked to your phone number or anything else. It was just public on a web server. And then it converted that to a link and then just sent the link to the person. They clicked the link and it retrieved it from the web server. And so all of these photos and zip files and Lord knows what else, actually got itself uploaded to their servers. So if you just do some random guessing with a little bit of batch scripting, you could probably just go ahead and download a whole lot of stuff. So there you go, guys. There's some good reasons to use very trusted resources for your SMS apps. I'm using Silence right now. So Silence is nice because it utilizes some similar encryption to like iMessage and Signal. So if I'm actually texting somebody who has Silence or even has Signal, the message is encrypted. But if I text somebody who doesn't have any of those, it's just a standard SMS plain text message. But it also doesn't require an opt-in phone number and things like that. So that's why I'm using Silence, and I've had perfect experiences with it so far. So don't worry about, don't go for the Go SMS Pro. Going pro, we're going pro and uploading all my photos up on the net somewhere so somebody could find them. Isn't that epic? All right, we have to have a couple of the crazy COVID stuff because it's just starting to rear its head. As COVID makes a comeback, we've got to bring it back into the news because here it keeps on coming. The iOS COVID-19 app ecosystem has become a privacy minefield. It's kind of like what I said was going to happen. I hate to say I told you so, but if you go back and look at the videos when they were first talking about this, I said, yeah, there are going to be privacy issues, there are going to be challenges, there's going to be problems. And yeah, it turns out, you guys remember when all these was both Apple and Google. We don't need location. We're not doing any of that. We're just using this. It's going to be perfectly fine, perfectly secure. That's exactly what we're doing. Remember how that's what they said they were going to be doing? Yeah, so this guy, there's about 500 of these apps. He looked just at the iOS ones, and he did a random sampling of 47 of them. Let's see. He did a random sampling of 47 of them, and what he found, this paragraph here with the Wire logo, is the best overall result. He found with 59% asked for users' location when in use, 43% tracked location at all times. Albright found that 44% of COVID-19 apps on iOS asked for access to the phone's camera, 22% of apps asked for access to the user's microphone, 32% have asked for access to their photos, and 11% have asked for access to their contacts. Not exactly the rosy picture of privacy that we were sold, so I hate to say it, but I told you so, guys. I told you so. That's insane. That's insane. This is what we knew was going to happen. Those of us that, have a couple marbles rolling around still. So, that's the type of stuff. And our last one, over in UK, now I'm sure that this will probably start happening now because what they're going to find out is the werewolf of Harrisburg in my state's going to realize that people don't give a rips about about his new policies in place that basically says, yeah, you're not allowed to have Thanksgiving effectively. He hasn't outright banned it. You're just required to wear a mask if you go to your friends or family's houses. Yeah. No one, inside, outside, no matter what, if you're not next to somebody who lives in your physical household, you have to be wearing a mask at all times. Hey, moron, have you not realized every time mask laws go into effect, cases go up, not down? I mean, come on. But we're not as bad as the UK, where the UK intelligence agency is surveilling citizens. They're looking at internet browsing habits. And what the headline doesn't say, the article does, they're actually looking at all the phone location data as well. They're basically doing mass surveillance to make sure that people are doing lockdowns and seeing how, utilizing the searches online to indicate how fed up people are with this. There's some really winning quotes in here. So UK agencies are collecting data on the movements of people to provide the government with insights on whether they are complying with lockdown. Minute-by-minute accurate data analysis has helped the government make decisions regarding pandemic, and such state-run mass surveillance has wide-reaching privacy implications at a time when civil liberties are at the threat. Government Communications Headquarters analysis show now working in the Cabinet Office in Downing Street are going through droves of data to provide Boris Johnson administration minute-by-minute reports on the behavior of citizens. Aside from people's movements, the analysts are also looking at job and vacation destination searches. The idea is supposedly to help the government make decisions regarding the pandemic, such as whether to enforce a national lockdown past December 2nd, because Lord forbid, you better not have Christmas. Guys, the last time I think Christmas was illegal was in Massachusetts shortly after the Pilgrims arrived, and it was an 8-pence fine if they caught you celebrating Christmas. I kid you not, guys, look it up. That's it. No Christmas for you. Christmas is canceled. You bad boys and bad girls, you're looking for places on your holidays. I saw your phone beep that you weren't out of your house. You're on house arrest. So anyway, it's revealed that they were helping with pandemic response a few months ago. Quote, I am blessed with nearly 100,000 people in the headquarters, many of them with very strong technical backgrounds. Well, if that's not a terrifying statement, I just immediately had these visions of the surveillance trucks driving around in V for Vendetta, right? Where they're going around and they got the sonar, they're listening, they're looking at everybody's houses, they're listening to everybody's calls, they're able to hear and see everything. They just got the surveillance vans driving around, man. How long before you see the surveillance van driving around? Maybe that FBI surveillance van on my wireless network that keeps on showing up is real. I mean, come on. They're running through my neighborhood probably. So yeah, they've been told to take out anti-vaxxers online and social media. I have no idea what take out really means. I mean, we're going to be disappeared here or what? There are ways they've used to monitor and disrupt terrorist propaganda. So apparently it's terrorist propaganda if you're an anti-vaxxer, I guess. So yeah, that's what the UK government is doing. So you guys over there in UK, but you know, in this world, every country is just waiting for some other schmuck fool to put the implication in place, and the rest of them start looking and going, oh, "This sounds really good. Let's go and start doing that." Yeah, I think let's start doing that. Yeah, let's start doing that. That sounds like a good plan. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this one up for here. Before we jump on into, I think we're going to do a couple of a couple security articles next. But I do want to highlight my affiliate for today, which is Mint Mobile. I have now officially been on Mint Mobile now for a year. And I've actually been having a really good time with it. It's very cheap, works very well. I haven't had any issues with it. And if you actually sign up now for a 3-month plan, you will get another 3 months free. So if you are looking to switch, go ahead and do that. Use my affiliate code TLM.li/MM, and that will help out the channel. So let's head on over to the security news. Alrighty, let's jump that down. I got some security over there. And check in on the comments. Wow, that was a long section. Alright, make me hungry for Thanksgiving, I know. Pound 3-week-old turkey, alright. You look like I'm a little out of focus. Am I a little out of focus? Whoa, how's that? Is that better? Whoa. That looks, let me go just a smidgen that way. I hope that's better. Yeah, so with the camera here, if you need to turn on your manual focus when you're streaming, otherwise if I switch it off, then, which one's the button? There you go. I get this. Whoa, you guys get to track me. I feel like I'm on a facial recognition software, boys. Yeah, my camera's storing data and sending it up. And then I got these little other bars here and here. So we don't want to do that. There we go. So we go manual focus. All right. Let's see. 11 Linux Mint LNDE4. Very good. Please do research on vaccines, especially what real vaccine researchers say. Some BitChute YouTube censors on the topic. Yeah, if I get the chance, I'll look into it. I just got a chance to do just a little bit, but didn't find a lot yet. This is about Cups printer support. Update Arch requiring some intervention. Ugh. Am I going to have to skip updating Arch for a little bit? Remember when Windows just worked and did not have all the bloat? Yeah. Oh, it's going to get better. You wait till our business section. You'll see what kind of bloat you get in Windows this week. Daily operating system is Linux Mint 20. Very good. Also installed Ubuntu Studio 2004 and Windows 10. Very good. All right. And share it with the FBI and CIA. There you go. Yeah. Right, good. Let them know what you're doing. Otherwise, you get worried. Wouldn't want any of that. Or Bill Gates chewing out Intel over their release of 8021. Is this Beverly Hills 90210? Anyway, call it the most useless chip. Okay, last thing I developed was Windows 2000 Lite. Then US beta guys at Whistler shoved down our neck. Yep. Q1 Fiend, greetings. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I have this feeling people have questionable content on that web server. Which web server? What's my button? All right. Who here knows how to compile from source? Windows 7 is okay, but already starting to go downhill. Windows 10 just beyond that. XP, by its last couple years, was sadly not any better. Yeah. Basically download the source code and compile it. Okay. Lord California, my government is going. Yeah. Your government in is it California? I want to call it California. There's some other fun names for it too. Repeat after me. Bah humbug. That's right. The source code will let you know how to build it. Yeah. Wanted to get Mint Mobile, no signal where you live. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, they do use T-Mobile towers. So it's possible you may not get signal where you're at. For Thanksgiving, we still have all of our family here. 63 people from 1 to 62. All right. Well, be safe. Don't forget, everyone wear a mask. Keep socially distanced, 6 feet apart. Everyone bring your own food, your own condiments. You know, so you'll be perfectly safe. Designate one person to dish out all the food, and nobody's allowed to go in the kitchen except the cook. So just keep that in mind. All right, those are the CDC guidelines now, guys. Those are the CDC guidelines. Arch Cups update. Intervention looks in easy. Fix an old replaces system D script. Yeah. I have reverse arch on my back. A chiropractor is dyslexic. Uh-oh. Updated arch systems, no issues. Yeah, I don't use cups much, though, either. So, I don't know. Your thumbnails, if I paid you, would you create mine? Maybe, but honestly, it's faster if you do it yourself. So I use my thumbnails in GIMP. Just get a couple templates with your logos and stuff. Luke Smith uses soy as a way to insult mainstream technologies. Cups makes your download rich. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't use my printer a lot. However, I am starting the editing revisions of a book, and so, yeah. CDC can KMA, that's right. Yeah, I know what KMA means. Pretty much. All right, over on Discord, Not Gary does not trust Apple. There's also some fuss about Android using 8 megabytes of LTE data, sending some telemetry to Google. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I included that in the news this week, but I did see it. Opted out by self-hosting your own email server since 2002. Absolutely. GCHQ is the UK's intelligence and security group. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and cover, let's see. Not creative, we soon pay somebody for today. Look, all right, well, we'll talk then. We'll talk about what it would take. All right, let's go ahead and jump on over into our, we have 3 articles in security. Let's go ahead and cover those. All right, and then security news, which I don't usually cover, but there were a few security things I did want to cover. But when I do cover security, let's just go ahead and fill as many things in as I can. Capcom had up to 350,000 people could be affected by a ransomware leak. Investigation continues into encrypted files and deleted logs. So earlier this month, Capcom revealed there had been unauthorized access carried out by a third party on the internal computer systems. So they publish a lot of different games, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, Mega Man. Come on, guys. Are they still Capcom? They were back in my day. Of course, I don't really play games anymore. I'm an old boomer, man. The attack was reportedly organized by a criminal organization that calls itself Ragnar Locker, which demanded a ransom to unlock the data and prevent it from leaking. So apparently they're like, no, can't pay you, buddy. And so maybe some things could possibly leak. So if you have any data at Capcom, double check that. Finally, we get, like, somebody over at Microsoft had a couple brain cells rubbed together and we had a synaptic explosion go on. Because the Microsoft executives now advises users to switch away from SMS-based two-factor authentication. You know, this crazy nut over here on YouTube's been telling me that since I started my channel. Stop using SMS for your security. Stop it. There's no reason to use SMS for security. That's why I won't use a platform that requires a phone number for the most part. Very, very rare exceptions. Microsoft has been pushing for new security standards for years. Recently, companies amped up its effects to kill off passwords, and that's stupid. A password's the best thing you can do. But now they're like, hey, let's get rid of traditional SMS-based. You know what they want, of course? They want all the facial recognition data, the biometrics, all the ultra-secure stuff that you can't possibly change when somebody hacks it. That's right. But anyway, they are at least, we'll give them credit where credit's due by saying, yes, SMS verification is really bad. Now, the story I wanted to cover, what prompted even having a security section, is yet another of these snafus in Big Sur is Big Sur causes big leak. Because Apple's like, hey, we got these firewalls here, but we trust our apps. Our apps are always good. So if you have a firewall set up for whatever purpose, it could be third-party apps, it could be any other reason you want a firewall. Yeah, Apple's apps just kind of ignore that. They're just like, here's the internetsies, boys. Here's the third party, goes into the firewall. Do we allow it? Do we deny it? Should it go over to the internets? Apple, nah, no firewalls for us. Go right on around those bad boys. And this right here, I mean, this is like a political move, right? This is what politicians do. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah, Apple's getting political here. Rules for me, not for thee. All right. So anyway, going on, Big Sur Apple decided to exempt many of its apps from being routed through the frameworks they now require third-party firewalls to use. Little snitch, etc. Could this be used or abused by malwares by bypassing such firewalls? Apparently, yes, and trivially so. So, yeah, there's definitely some things to be concerned about. I'll let you guys read the rest of the article. Of course, the articles are linked in the description, so go ahead and have a look at that. So if you like this news program, you like to help support what we are doing, head on over to Subscribestar. This is my new channel. I still do have one over on Patreon, patreon.com/TOMM, and also Think Life Media. But Subscribestar is a great alternative tech way if you want to help support the channel. I think I actually need one more subscriber over there too before they will actually do the auto billing so people don't have to manually renew your subscription services. So anyway, you can have a look over there and have a look at the support page at switchedtolinux.com/support for other ways you can help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video. Alrighty. What do we got next? We got business next. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. Any rookie on Fiverr should be able to do a better job than you have right now. Yeah, well, yeah, get a hold of me and we'll talk. EF Tech Made Simple. You can get more clients to know. Should be good for another new one. Just got to cover one more hurdle. All right. Who uses Emacs or Vim? Yeah, I don't. Mega Man, the game you rented on Friday afternoon and broke 2 controllers by Saturday morning. That's right. That's right. I don't know if did I ever break a controller over Mega Man? I don't think I did. I don't know. I'm really good at Mega Man, though. Mega Man and Zelda. Like, Zelda's fun. If you want a fun Zelda challenge, the first sword you're allowed to get is the magical sword. Go. It's awesome. It's my favorite thing to do. I also got hacks on Zelda 2 where how to get all your things up to level 7 really fast. It's level 7 or 8. I think it's 8. Getting everything up to level 8 really quick. I hear rumors of PC culture instruction in the leak. Uh-oh. Let's see. SMS stinks. Yep. Honestly, you're good. You're as good as, yeah, Doggy 124. Yep. Don't steal my password. All right, I'll write that one down now. Why I don't trust device-based firewalls. Avoid 2FA and create a Microsoft account. Me, yes. Doing much. Not much doing well. Finally caught alive. Yeah, must have been busy lately. We miss you on Thursdays, man. Let's see. Microsoft has been bypassing firewalls for years. How else can they do their updates? Yeah, they. I don't recall them bypassing firewalls in 8, but they definitely do in 10. Capcom screen when Tom started the Apple firewall section looks like the CD front cover. And Salbu uses Vim as well. Hello, Spin Viking. Greetings. I got the coof. All right. Let's go ahead and jump on into our corporateocracy news. And let's get moving. Gotta get them crackies and scratchies out. What are your guys' numbers? Are you guys reporting closer to 65 watching or 44 watching right now? Because I'll tell you what, YouTube's system, it is so screwed up right now, it does not keep accurate count anymore. I'm just kind of curious. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the corporateocracy news. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business section, and then we will end out with a little bit of smart home stuff, and we will end with just a couple of SillyVille articles. But I gotta confess, I mean, nothing's gonna beat that EULA for grapes. I gotta go back through and see which was the best news article this week, or this whole year. I mean, I think the EULA on the grapes is the best, but I don't know. We'll see what we have in the SillyVille at the end. So let's go ahead and hang on tight. First, we have an update. GitHub restores YouTube DL repository. So GitHub came to the rescue. Very good. I'm going to have to rescind my other video then. So GitHub did come back to the rescue. They restored YouTube DL and told the DMCA to go and leave, and basically saying, yeah, we're going to put some more policies into place to make sure this type of stuff doesn't happen, including setting up a $1 million developer defense fund to help working on ways to improve the copyright law in the US and around the world. I mean, really, the RIAA, if you want to know the best thing we should do, what we need to do is have a counter law where if somebody files a false case, they're not allowed to file anything for another couple years. Like, that'll prevent you from filing false cases. Like, yeah, you're not allowed to do any of that kind of stuff. So there's that. All right, I had to include this one because WordPress, as you guys know, I'm a developer, and I'm actually a expert level WordPress guy. I don't build you a WordPress site with a lot of plugins. I build every bit of that functionality you need right into your custom theme. A lot of good support, a lot of good security. I'm really good at what I do. But WordPress started to kind of go crazy. And it kind of started a couple years ago when they're like, hey, let's put a block editor in there like everybody else. Now, you have to understand, WordPress got big because it was the thing that a developer could build a site for the client and say, if you can manage a Microsoft Office document, you can manage WordPress. And it worked well. And you had a really good editor, and it was very simple. The block editor is a giant mess. It's so bad that even now, consistently, it gets extraordinarily low reviews, and people hate it. They stopped listening to the developers. The developers said, hey, it's fine as a plugin to optionally use, maybe to throw something on the home page to a different page, or hey, maybe it's good to have into the system and someone can turn it on or turn it off. But there's so much negativity around the block editor, people started to I started to leave WordPress behind. I only build on WordPress now if I have to. I've used other platforms. Well, WordPress, now that's WordPress.org, which is the open source software developed by a community of people. There's also the WordPress.com, which is the company where you can go to get a company-hosted WordPress site. Well, they are the latest to join the deplatform brigade. So, of course, a couple weeks ago, it was MailChimp. MailChimp is now apparently going to read all of your email messages, and if you even think about sending something that they find even remotely offensive, nope, the monkey will stop in the way. The monkey's going to stand there and go, you can't send that. Well, WordPress is doing the same thing now, apparently. So this is a site, the Conservative Treehouse, which is basically just a conservative website. They just do conservative research. They actually look into things rather than just spouting out their opinions, apparently. I can't say I'm a big reader of them, but they were just told you have until December 2nd to migrate to another hosting provider because, yeah, your site's going away. Why? Because we disagree with what you say. WordPress.com is now going woke. So if you're on WordPress.com, I would highly advise you to take your platform off of it, move somewhere else, so this kind of crap doesn't happen. All right. Apple announces big changes to the App Store. This is actually really good. For you Apple developers particularly. What they're doing is they're finally buying into the fact that, stealing 30% off of everybody's bottom line is not a really good thing. So what they're actually doing is any app developer who makes less than $1 million a year, Apple is cutting back their commission to only 15%. So Apple will make 15% on any app up to the first $1 million in any calendar year. And then after a developer crosses the 1 million mark, then Apple makes the extra 30% off of the excess. So, the same type of tax structure that, never mind, I'm not going to get all that political, but, but anyway, this is actually good news because an app developer who's just trying to get started with some type of app can now take home more of their money on the App Store. That is actually a great news. So we will cheers and applaud Apple for making that move. Tesla is getting investigated. So we've kind of talked about this before. So they have this memory card inside of their infotainment system because the Teslas collect so much data, it's staggering. This is why I would never get a Tesla. They collect more data. I mean, I'd be hard-pressed to find something that collects more data than Tesla. I mean, Windows 10 doesn't even collect data compared to Tesla. But what was happening is these things were going through all these read-write cycles, and it was basically crashing the infotainment systems, and that actually led to pretty much the whole car dying. So Tesla's not been around a whole lot. They don't have a ton of cars on the market, comparatively speaking. They've already replaced 12,523 of these NAND flash memories. And this prompted an investigation to figure out what in the world, why do you have a system? And the reason is because it's collecting so much data, it's staggering. So there you go, Tesla. Good luck, Tesla, I guess. Amazon jumps into the pharmacy business. They want to start themselves a little drugstore. Take the blue pills. So Amazon, now they have a prescription fulfillment. It's not for like no class 2 drugs. So you're not going to get your, you're not going to get your seriously controlled stuff at it. That's for sure. But most of the other stuff that you can get that's not super controlled, you can get those through Amazon now. So pharmacy stocks, of course, tumbled when this happened. A lot of people wanted to get in on the ground floor on Amazon. And how much you want to bet that porch pirates are going to double down and start, stealing more packages off people's porches when they realize they might get some pharmaceuticals in there. Ooh. So that's what Amazon's up to. Would you guys order drugs from Amazon? I mean, knowing how Amazon works, they're all being manufactured, next to the lead plant nestled next to the nuclear factory by little children in China. That's where your drugs are going to be made over there. So have fun, guys. Have fun with your Chinese drugs. Of course, it's not really any better. All the other drugs are made over in China anyway. So whatever. Let's see. Google Photos is ending the unlimited free storage. So if you are using your Google Photos for storage, after 15 gigabytes, you're going to have to pony up some cash. So good time to start investigating something like your own personal Nextcloud. You can use my Linode affiliate link. Not even pitching it today. I don't have a banner for it really, but tlm.li/Linode. Get $100 credit, good for 60 days to try out some things. Simple, click button, install Nextcloud. There you go, guys. Of course, I think Google One is cheaper. You'd be paying $5 a month. But you're also not giving all your data to Google and storing it on Google servers. So anyway, I would actually go with that route, and that's actually what I do. I have my own Nextcloud server for stuff. But I don't store all my stuff from my phone in it either, though. But anyway, if you're all utilizing Google Photos, there you go. And on to our feature story for today. Windows 10 now is nagging users with full-screen Microsoft Edge ads. So you can see a picture of it right here. So you get a full-screen cover-over ad. And let me see, can I zoom in on this guy? That's a little better. So it says down here, use recommended settings. You have the huge button that you'll always hit by accident, and basically use Microsoft recommended browser settings. So you picture this: you've installed Edge, and you're like, well, I really don't like it. So you've installed your favorite browser, and Edge is just kind of there because it's like, keeps on, it's like, fine, you can go ahead and have Edge, you know. You can do it. So you click the button, it's going to reset Edge as your default. It's going to pin it to your desktop. It's going to pin it to your taskbar. You know, all the annoying crap that your average good computer user doesn't want to do. Who puts shortcuts on their desktop anymore? What am I? My boomer parents? I mean, my lord. Or you can see, don't update your browser settings. Keep your existing settings. Or you can skip it for now. So there you go. Microsoft is now pushing out full screen nags for Edge. Guys, this is why you switch to Linux, okay? I don't have to deal with this nonsense. This is why you switch to Linux. To get away from this full screen nag crap. It's insanity. Insanity all the way. No word yet if they're going to put other full screen ads in there, but yeah, that's all I need. Working on something, like, isn't it not annoying enough when you're on a website and a pop-up screen appears? You're on your operating system, it shows up. Find the moron who thought this was a good idea and fire him. Very quickly, Microsoft. Very quickly. So anyway, there's our thoughts with that. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, have a look at our affiliates. Today I want to talk about A2 Hosting, tlm.li/A2H. This is where I'm hosting all of my clients. So, did they cut that down a penny? I thought that was $5. Now it's $4.99, saving an extra penny. But you can get your shared hosting as little as $3 a month on up to full dedicated servers for $100 a month. That's actually not a bad price for dedicated servers, by the way. So you can have a look over there if you need a website. I also would recommend them if you want to host your own emails, things like that. A2 Hosting, pretty good. tlm.li/A2H. Now I think we will move on to the smart tech news. And it's smart tech/gig economy is where we're going next. Alrighty, let's do that. Close that. Check in on comments. What do we got over here? Somebody beeped me over here. Alright. Microsoft actually did something good. I don't know if Microsoft did something good, but an exec said something smart. We can say it that way. Still staying on Arch, though. Yeah, you're staying on Arch, by the way. There you go. Friend of mine is a preacher's son. He used to say that he will not become a Christian until hell freezes over. Then he became a born-again Christian, so he wrote a Norwegian book called Ice in Hell. Nice. Very cool. Let's see. The problem Tesla has with the car's computer runs the syslog service, which is writing all the diagnostic data, which is why the soldered-on chips wear out. Third-party repair shop in the U.S. disable the syslog every Tesla they get in the shop. Yeah, I would seek that guy out right there. I messed with Windows 10 in a while. I've been booted into Arch for the past 2 weeks. I haven't booted Windows on my computer over there, I think, in 3 years now. I don't even think Windows boots anymore. I think there's a problem with the disk. Last Windows I had was Windows 20 Pro. The drive crashed on January 28, 2008. Since then, it's only been Linux in the house. After less than a year of using RTX 2060, I switched to Radeon 57 XT just so I can make Linux SSD your main boot drive. Only reboot to Windows when I want to play games. There you go. Check out over here, Analog. Thank you for that super chat. Great to catch you live. Well, great to see you. Thank you for that super chat. Always appreciate that. Okay, so you guys are reporting my high number, which right now is 73, but my YouTube studio is reporting 48. So, awesome. All right, cool. Before I wake up in prison for not minding the police telling me to go home. What? Well, Mark, you were supposed to wear your mask. That's why you got dragged off by the police. The Thanksgiving police showed up and dragged you off to jail because you weren't wearing your mask at your friend's house for Thanksgiving. 70, a new world record. We're at 72 right now is what I'm showing. Really and truly need to revolt, period. If they use military force on people disobeying COVID laws, so be it. They are at fault and it's an abuse of power, can be brought legally. Yeah, like a lot of our restrictions in Pennsylvania were ruled unconstitutional. And then the governor had a hissy fit and was like, well, I want to stay on these orders. I'm not using them either. The judge is like, yeah, we're issuing them unconstitutional. And no, you don't get a stay. So you don't put anything else into effect. Then he went to his favorite judge because he is the slimiest politician. I'm pretty sure he's the most corrupt politician in the country. I'm pretty sure Wolf might be. And then he had his judge overrule the other judge and issued him his stay, so he can still do whatever he wants as Emperor of Pennsylvania. And then, pending the trial, which basically I think we're going to start to, we're going to see more because he's now putting more things into effect. It's like, yeah. Okay, live video that was censored, although there was nothing adult about it. Yeah. Hey, now it's my my video about how to install Kodi on your TV. Yeah, my appeal to unage-gate it was denied. That's just such a horrible video, guys. It's terrible. I don't know. 40. I don't know what a thumb is. Perhaps carrier QWOOF. Push the thumb up. Okay. Who loses LaTeX? I've played around with it, but I just haven't found it as viable as LibreOffice for formatting books. Academia, so you use LaTeX a lot. Yeah, very good. Carbon does DRX count. Sorry, I was reading a book and I lost track of time. All right, Anna Rita, well, greetings. You made it in time for SillyVille, at least. Did CPBOSA say about your question yesterday? Oh, Anna Rita, we have another book entering beta reading. If anybody's interested in my next beta reading book, get a hold of me any way you can. I'm going to filter those in. We'll probably start in about 2 weeks. This is a Christian testimony book, so if you're not into that type of stuff, you probably don't want to participate. But if you are or you are curious, I am issuing out a beta read of that book soon. I'll be taking about the first 25 people that reach out to me. Let's see. No Amazon drugs for you. You want the real stuff. LaTeX documents look so presentable, but it's like learning a programming language. Yeah, it is. Very much so. The good thing about LaTeX is if you, all of the information is just in the basic header, so you can change one thing in the header and it will easily apply it to the rest of the book. Very nice. However, LibreOffice has similar systems in place, so there you go. Remember the guy didn't want to update and yelled a certain racial slur at a certain darker skinned president. Interesting. Edge, the new blue screen of death. No, that's the blue screen of annoyance you're thinking of. Australians would go into UK shops and ask for a roll of Durex. Jaws would drop. The desktop is for shortcuts. All right. Windows 10, who's that? Hates Windows. All right. Let's see. They said that you could skip it for now. That's right. You can skip it for now. Not around when Java ads from YouTube were full screen with no little X to cancel. No, probably not. Oh, joy. Windows 10 was your incentive to switch to Linux? Yeah, high five. Me too. We have 102. I don't think did my numbers get as high as 102? We're talking about how many people are watching the stream, not what temperature it is. I didn't see myself get up into the hundreds today. I'm at 75 right now. Anyone know why a tablet speaker's not working, but headphones is? Tablet? One thing that comes to mind is there something jammed in the headphone jack? Or the headphones break off in there? That's one thing to look at. I guess what type of tablet is it? Donut holes ever pay for their sins? Yep. Earphone plug-in is dirty. Just wiggle your earphones around gently and remove it. It should work. Age-restricted video of a forklift. Yeah, I know. Happens to that show you were going to do with your brother was supposed to be more political. We have 2 episodes filmed I have dropped the ball on filming one this week and on getting the 2 we have edited and put up. I'm just busy. I actually had a massive influx of client projects come through this week. So I've been really, I've been doing that, and I'm very close to publishing pushing live my publishing company website. So I'm working on the publishing company website, redesigning the Switch to Linux website, so it's actually good and accurate and modern. And then I end up with one huge project come through and about 3 or 4 little projects come through that I have to get working on. So yes, we are, I will try and get those videos out this week and get another one recorded. So we stay tuned for that. Vibrate only switch. Tom, is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7. Yeah, the only thing for a tablet that old, it could be something's broken in the speaker wires. I don't know. Still happening. Look forward to the show. Yep, it will be good. I think we did an intro show, and we did a discussion on should drugs be legal or not. So we did those ones already. All right, let's see. There's more and more devices requiring social media accounts just to run. That's right. All right, let's go ahead and jump on over to, what are we doing? We're doing smart tech with some gig economy stuff, and then we will wrap up in SillyVille. I don't know, I might just go ahead and we'll just do these. I was like 4 articles here. We'll do these 4 articles, and we'll come back for SillyVille. All right, so moving on, we have 2 articles in smart tech, and we have 2 articles in gig economy news. So go ahead and jump on with these. First, Honda's new Legend sedan will drive itself on busy highways in 2021. Oh, Lord help us that our highways are now becoming the beta testing programs for all of these guys in their self-driving cars. Those of us who lived through Windows 95 and have experienced the blue screen of death would prefer not to have several ton objects driving by themselves down busy highways. That would be a bad thing. But anyway, here pushing it out, and for some reason the politicians are allowing this to happen. So, you know, we have to address this question like now. This should be the #1 agenda. When a self-driving car kills somebody, and it's going to happen probably soon, who is liable? We have to get that narrowed down in our law before we go any further. So, of course, Tesla's like, well, we already have it. We just haven't pushed the software out yet because, you know, Musk has to win on everything. But anyway, so there we are. We'll have Musk and Honda fighting each other for who can make it to the road first, which means we're going to be cutting some corners and, you know, just to result in probably more people not making it home for reasons other than the coof. And Amazon is releasing its new Alexa-powered smart glasses. So now you can be walking down the road and go, I'm out of unicorn meat. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat, confirm. Anywhere, anytime now. You don't even have to be in the comfort of your home. Anywhere, anytime. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat, confirm. You will never be without your unicorn meat because you can order it perpetually on the go. So $250 for the Echo frames. You can actually make prescription glasses out of these. They do not as of yet have cameras. I did hear a wonderful philosophy from somebody. I forgot who I heard it from. But his argument is, yeah, these glasses originally flopped because people were a little turry about having cameras on all these glasses walking through society, which is all a good thing. I don't need everybody walking through society with cameras on their glasses, you know, seeing everything that they see and recording it and sending it up to big companies. We just don't need that. But these ones have microphones, though. So if you see somebody walking around with glasses that look kind of like this lady's wearing, you know, get around them and just whisper in their ear, hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat, confirm. Just do it. You find somebody doing this, you start messing with Alexa. You start asking Alexa to do things like, hey, Alexa, play Ice Ice Baby. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, come on, guys. You got to mess with these people. They're the ones roaming around society with an Alexa attached to their head. This is a terrifying thing. So the hypothesis that this person said, and I forget exactly who said it, their hypothesis is that, yeah, they're going to get us used to having these with microphones, so they're always listening, by the way. And then they're just going to, next version up's got the camera now. So there you have it. So that is our smart tech. Look at a couple of gig economy. Instacart is now teaming up with Best Buy for same-day delivery on Best Buy products. Like, I'm not a huge fan of any of these gig economy things, but I would absolutely trust Instacart to go and pick up something at Best Buy for me far before I'm going to trust somebody Instacart to go get my food for me. I really don't want a stranger going to the grocery store and shopping for the stuff I'm going to be eating. I'm just not okay with that. But hey, I need a new Raspberry Pi and I ain't wearing a Koofy catcher. Hey, Instacart person, I'll pay you like a $3 tip or something to go get me a Raspberry Pi from Best Buy. So this is actually not a bad deal. I still won't be using it because, yeah, I ain't using that crap. But nevertheless, it's better to use Instacart for Best Buy products than it is to use Instacart for your grocery shopping. So if you guys are into Instacart, just be aware that that is now an option. If you want something or need something from Best Buy and don't want to get it, don't have the time to get it, you can now do that through Instacart in some places. I almost said Instagram. Yeah, through Instagram. Get it for me. But anyway, that's kind of neat. And DoorDash files for an IPO and hints at a driverless future. So they're going to take over the market, start making the billions of dollars, and then fire all of the gig economy workers who are working so hard in California for their Proposition, is it 22 or 24 protections, whatever that proposition happens to be over there in California. So DoorDash, of course, right now still requires people, but they're working on a fully automated version, so you can just get right on in there and order up your DoorDash stuff, and eventually they're just gonna be like, hey, you know what? We don't need the people anymore. It's so much better, more convenient, and even safer if drivers aren't even involved. So we'll just use our self-driving. Do you guys realize that this is what's gonna happen? Like, I parked downtown a couple weeks ago. I parked downtown to walk over to the post office. I parked behind a car. They had a Bernie sticker over here, and they had another bumper sticker down here that said, millionaires should be abolished. I got to thinking, you know, I bet if I were to question the owner of this car, they would probably have a very brand new phone. They probably traded in their perfectly good working phone to buy the phone. They'll probably have an Apple computer because there is a stunning correlation between lefties and Apple products. They probably are buying hair dye to dye their hair, maybe or maybe not, having other weird commerce type related things. My point is, and by the way, they're probably utilizing all these different streaming services. The basic conduct by which we live our life is what produces the millionaires as we buy their products. I mean, you realize that? I mean, just saying. So where this ties into this particular DoorDash story is, this is a company, and DoorDash and Lyft is doing this, and Uber is doing this. They want everybody on their product. They want everybody paying them a monthly service fee. They're making all the money, and part of their pitch is, hey, we're a great opportunity to pick up a few extra bucks. But all of these companies' end goal is to let all the gig economy workers go, so that the one company will get to keep all of the money. They will own all of the resources. They will have all of the cars. Do you find it interesting how Lyft is trying to tell you that you shouldn't own a car because it's too expensive? Just rent the cars from us. And then they're going to be owning those cars. So the big company is telling you, stop owning a car. We want to own the car, and you just have to pay us a fee every single time you want to get into it. That's the type of thing they're doing. That is the end goal of these companies. And that is what DoorDash is doing. And that is one of the big reasons why I'm not behind any of these companies. I just don't want to add to that cabal. I mean, that's kind of my thought. And I don't think billionaires should be abolished either. But it's just a thought, just a perspective. Let's go ahead and jump on over to SillyVille next. All right, we'll catch up our comments, and then we will jump on over to 4 articles from SillyVille. Let's see. Your yawns explain everything. Busy guy. Oh, yeah. Hey, Rick. How's it going there? Oh, yeah. I'm tired right now. Where can we find the show? Which show? Oh, the new show I'm doing with my brother. When we have a couple of them up, I will let you guys know. You will not be without it. I will let you know when it's up. I think I have to rebuild my podcasting system too. I was going to use the podcast manager, but it doesn't do any data analytics either. So I'm just going to go back and utilize the other one I was going to try. So let my wife use the tablet for now and buy a new one. Oh, well, hey, the good news is it's Black Friday's right around the corner. Self-driving and Herbie know where our house is. Okay. I just need to buy a new tablet. I think I'll go with Lenovo tablet this time. Yeah, I wish the Pine Tab was ready for regular use yet, but unfortunately it's not ready yet. How many Hondas have committed seppuku at the back of fire truck cell? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen any Hondas that have yet driven full speed into the back of fire trucks. Seeing the earphone build ID inside of things you laugh, they're built so cheap. Yeah. Lenovo tablet now costs $200. Maybe I'll wait until they become cheaper. Alexa, deliver a dozen pizzas to my current location. Confirm. There you go. Alexa, play Nickelback. Oh boy. Alexa, order me a self-steaming stem bolt. Self-sealing stem boat. I can't say that one slow. Let alone 3 times fast. All right, let me try this 5 times fast. Self-sealing stem bolt, self-sealing stem bolt, self-sealing stem bolt. I can't say that. Right. Something headphone jack full of wax or something. There you go. eBay 10.5 tablets with Android 10, less than $90. There you go. Yeah, you are in Canada though, so. Normies are ruining tech. Blue hairs. Yeah, I know we had to drive to Winnipeg to get things from Minnesota ourselves. Okay. It's not the normies' fault as they don't know. Plus, we're all normie at one point. Yeah. If I'm going to rent a car, I better be able to do donuts in it. There you go. USB 3 is not a stand for the lower cost tablets anymore. My neighbor's a normie, and one time I told him a smart TV have cameras. He said, no, I have one, and I've always naked watching it. Driverless feature reminds me of the story that CNN called for arresting drivers for not using autonomous driving feature if he has it. Wow. Alexa, order me rental girlfriend. Oh boy. Yeah, Microsoft reveals Pluton. Somebody sent that to me. I didn't get a chance to look at it. How many viewers just had their Alexas start playing music? Oh, I don't know. Hey, Alexa, play New Kids on the Block. Confirm. Some of you guys are like, who's that? What's my opinion on the Pope Francis Instagram story? Wowzy mama! Yeah, apparently Pope Francis liked a twerking model's Instagram photo. Well, at least it wasn't a little boy. Oh, on that note, let's go to SillyVille, shall we? Yeah, I did not include that article. And on to SillyVille. BBC has had a program. They were talking about fisher people. That's right. Fisherman is apparently racist and offensive. I guess it's sexist and offensive. So this TV program replaces fishermen with fisher people. Now, I will say that there are more female fisher people than there are viewers of Switch to Linux. But it's a fairly narrow margin. I think 0.2% more people are female that go fishing than that watch Switch to Linux, which is fairly common on a channel like this. So the ladies watching, thank you. You guys are the ones making up the numbers. That's certainly for sure. So Ashley Mullinger, who calls herself the female fisherman, joined the backlash and says she only knows of 6 women doing her job. The corporate Corporation Style Guide suggests unless you are sure only males are involved, avoid such words as newsmen, businessmen, and policemen. What is it, a police people? Excuse me, I'm being stopped by the police people. That sounds like the Gestapo's coming for me. The business people are coming. The news people are coming. Do they speak newspeak? I wonder. So BBC source told Mail Online that fisher people is a perfectly acceptable term, but stressed there is no ban on the word fisherman. That's right. We're not banning fishermen. We're just not saying it. So anyway, apparently, Piers Morgan railed against the use of fisher people and hit out at the BBC for ditching fishermen, which is the common parlance. GMB presenter on the show said, here's the point. It's a ruffled job on the trawler boats and on the rough seas. I've never seen a woman on a trawler boat doing that. There must be some, but I guess there is a single woman in the country who actually trawls for fish. Probably the whole language is being changed from fishermen to fisher people. Yeah, kind of exciting. Well, I know you might have bad internet and you do kind of hate this whole education from school, but this poor Russian student from Siberia, he actually has to scale a tree to get internet access to attend his class online. So he's required, because of the COOF, he's required to do his schooling online. He just doesn't have any signal at all. So there he is. He climbs to the top of the tree just to get internet on his phone to have his class. So he is now having class at the top of a birch tree in Siberia in the middle of the winter because, hey, we thought we had internet bad. That's bad internet. It could be worse. We could be in Russia. But I see he rushed his way on up that tree, though. That's for sure. Meow Talk. Alexa's. So an Alexa develops an app to translate the cat's meow. And we are all thinking right now, Kitty, what is your opinion of the cat's meow? Kitty, what's the opinion? He's like, dude, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. I ain't going to meow. I ain't going to do nothing. Just leave me alone. All right. So the cat's meow developer app supposedly translates it. Meow, feed me, please. Yeah, my cat tells me to feed him in other ways. So the theory is there's really only a few things that cats actually meow for, and they're taking the idea and, stressing it. I mean, do we really need this? I mean, if you have a cat, Like, my other cat, the one you rarely ever see, like the one stealing my chair, that's the good cat. He likes being in whatever room I'm in. He likes being there with me. If I go to bed, he comes to the bedroom with me. If I go downstairs, he goes downstairs with me. He's like a familiar. I think maybe he's a witch or something. I don't know. But the other cat's really antisocial. She'll walk into the room, hiss at you, turn around and run out of the room. It's like, what are you doing, cat? I really don't need an Alexa voice translator for the cat. When she's going, she doesn't want to be bothered. Just leave the poor cat alone, okay? Really. When she's like, and she wants picked up. This is not rocket science. I mean, she's a bipolar cat. What can I say? She'll either hiss at you and run, or she'll go at your feet till you pick her up. I just need a shrink for my cat. If there's a cat shrink out there, let me know. I have patience for you. But anyway, there is now an app for you guys to translate your cat's meow. Oh, this one says, oh, meow, hello there. Oh, you can switch your cat. You can switch to a different cat. I don't know what my cat's saying. Okay, here's a hint for you, moron. If your cat is meowing by an empty food container, he wants fed. Okay? If he's going, particularly looking out a window, there's a squirrel on the back porch he would like to go make friends with. Okay? If he's like going, he says, get the hell away from me. Or even better, get that stupid Alexa away from me. So we don't really need this to translate the cat's meow, but I guess some people really want the cat's meow. So whatever that happens to be with. And for all of you lonely people out there who just want somebody to hold your hand, this company has you covered. So this robot from Japan, it is a pale, sweaty robot hand that wants to take romantic walks with you. So I guess you just kind of strap the side and the wirings and the mechanical stuff on the side of your waist there, and then you just hold on to the hand, and I guess it sweats and moves around a little bit. It's kind of like, this is creepy. There's a video there. Should we see what that video is? Let me mute desktop audio just in case there's some weird stuff there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just mute this guy. Okay. Oh, he's wanting. I don't speak that, so I want somebody to hold my hand. I want somebody to hold my hand. I got you covered, big guy. Look at this bad boy right here. Yeah, I'm just kind of carrying around my robotic hand. Oh Lord, he's got robotic lips now too. What is this? Build your own S-robot kit? Oh, there you go. There you go. Look at this. You can walk around holding your robot's hand. This is what the coronavirus isolation did to us, people. We're so crazy right now. We're so crazy right now. We are building robotic hands to have a little bit of supposed human touch. Maybe it's about time to open things up a little bit. Just a thought. Just a thought. Well, there is our SillyVille for today. If you'd like to help support the channel, have a look over at my Subscribestar page, subscribestar.com/switchedtolinux. You can head on over there to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. We will have I'll fix that later. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next video. All right. Okay, let's see here. Awesome transition to SillyVille. I did watch anime. There's a cat translator app. Okay, it's not rocket science. It's some old and popular thing called common sense. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Did somebody just say it? All right, if you have an Alexa on, hey Alexa, play Baby Shark. Confirm. Ooh, that'll learn you to have an Alexa in the room when I'm on. Talked to Normie about Linux and even showed a Normie teacher how to use Linux, and now she wants to use it. Very good. Awesome. The Linux evangelist. Best Buys in Canada are pushing 5-year-old tablets, being new up here. Wow. It's just the ones that didn't sell out down here. There's a time when cool kids had those singles on cassettes. Yeah. Okay. USB-C is designed for video, not power. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm not going to say it again. I mean, Agenda 21. Nito, Rainforest, be here. All right. I wonder if Alexa will run an escort service you where it's legal. Probably. Fisher, really? Humanity is just finished. Go to Mars and take Linux with you. There you go. Yeah. This confuses me. Men is both masculine and neutral gender for humans. Yeah. But you don't expect anybody to actually have education to realize that, right? What about the village people? Oh, hey Alexa, play YMCA. Confirm. Why don't I just say Fisher humans when aliens come to Earth? That's right. I'm an alien. I take offense at Fisher people. I'm not a person. I'm an alien. Police human. There you go. Kind of reminds me of there are some gender neutral Bibles. And the New Century Version, also the International Children's Bible, so the NCV and the ICV. If you look at the portion in Ezekiel, I want to say it's like 23, chapter 23, somewhere around there. There's a phrase in the Bible, Son of Man, and it is a specific title reference of Jesus. And it's used in Old Testament prophecy as a prophetic foresayer. Well, the gender-inclusive Bible translators do not realize that connection. They don't understand the theology behind the term Son of Man. And they see this and go, oh, that's offensive. And so they've changed it to human being. So instead of saying Son of Man, Son of Man, Son of Man, like 10 times in this one particular chapter, the NCV version, it's human being, human being, human being, human being, human being, human being. And that type of crap is why people start saying the King James is the only valid version. Isn't fisherman another wording for trolling? I don't know. Fisher comrade. There you go. Fisher comrade. Why do they just allow them to do it in school alone? Does that include the woman of letters compared to men of letters with the words that are just people of letters? I guess. Meow OS is on the way. Barking cats are so annoying. That's right. Police being. Don't want to be a sexist. That's right. Had set up night lights to avoid tripping over the cats. Just tell Alexa to feed the cat and change the litter. There you go. I have bipolar cat too. She is hot and cold in minutes, as my wife calls her. The is it Lucy kitty? Nice. Lucifer cat. Alexa, buy me 10 cases of Temptations. There you go. Imagine seeing someone walking with this in public. Yeah, it's like, okay. Leave it to Japan to take the first step to robot brothels. Oh, no, actually, QNF, you must have been out of the loop for a while. Because maybe it is Japan now. Or it's China. It's either China or Japan. There are already robot brothels. Yes. The ad was for the elbow from the hip suspender, not the fingers. Huh. Okay. So what? That was for something not lips. Okay, I don't know. Well, my mom always said I should make new friends. Oh, nice. Oh, please, not Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Never mind. Who still avoid social medias. Yeah, I just post when I throw a video up. That's about it. It says, look at me, and said, Anna, is that Tom's chair? Well, apparently it's the cat's chair right now. Channel's great, utopian technology topics. Absolutely. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming along, man. We do this and Linux stuff, and tomorrow we have a video coming out on using Steam Link. Oh, looks like we lost the cat. You coming over here, huh? Coming over here? You want to come up? We're on our final comments. You want to come up? You want to come up? We're going to have to go back over your chair for your Temptations, though. I didn't pull them out of the drawer, though. All right. Supposed to be specialist. Let's see. Fell asleep off to milk them cows in 5 or 6 hours. All right. Well, have fun with them cows. I went down to the farm to get my milk, and I saw a cow yelling for his friend. Apparently, I look over. There's this cow. He just throws his face up in the air. It's like epically loud. It's like, all right, that cow is doing something. The Apple users vote Democrat, then the Linux users, I don't know what they vote. Independent? Libertarian? I don't know. Texas has America's first robot brothel. Oh, is it Texas had one too? That's weird. Big Bang Theory show had one of the early episodes. All right. Had that in one of the early episodes. What, make new friends? Actually, the first time I heard that reference is on the Lost in Space, the remake, 99 or something? I think it was somewhere around there. They redid the Lost in Space movie. And Will Robinson at one point says, well, mom always said I should make new friends. So that's the first time I heard that statement. All right, let's feed the kitty, and then we'll see what else we have to do. So let me see if I can coax the kitty back up on that chair and give him the rest of the Temptations in the bag. So stand by for the kitty cam. Hey, buddy, come on. There you go. Let me make sure people can see you well. All right, I think people can see you well. back the chair up just a touch. And put that down just a touch. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's going to be a feast, guys, because there's almost nothing left. So I'm just going to give them the rest of the bag. I think that's all we got in here, buddy. Oh, one more. That's it. Temptation's gone. You tempted? There's a couple crumbs over there. He's like, I'll find the rest of the crumbs. I'll find the rest of the crumbs. Linux memes can be funny if you understand them. I agree to that. There's some good ones out there. All right. Well, I think... Look at that. Wrapped up at 10:30. Very cool. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. What is it? 12 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. We have a video coming out on using Steam Link. And we will do, let's see, latter video we did here will be out Sunday. So if you don't want to see it again, just be aware of that. We are going to take Thursday off, and we might also take Wednesday off. So I will come back for the weekly news roundup on Friday, though. We will be here for Friday news. But I think we're probably going to take Wednesday and Thursday off next week for Thanksgiving. Because, no, Tom Wolf, I'm not going to be obeying your crazy dictates. I'm going to be enjoying my time with friends. So, never mind. Anyway, we will catch you guys next time, and have yourselves a wonderful